Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another game of Beyond All Reason. Guys, this time we are doing the legendary, the classic DSD Delta Siege Dry. Guys, this map is as old as time. And surprisingly, this map was not in OTA. It was not in the original game. It wasn't even in Forged Alliance. This map was created for the Spring engine by the Spring developers, so it's really interesting to see that it has stood the test of time. And but guys, I have some very special news for you. Today with me, I have a co-caster, which is wonderful. I'm tired of casting by myself, and so I'm so happy to introduce BigFonzie here to help me out with this cast. Go ahead and introduce yourself, BigFonzie.
No, thank you so much, Wingflyer. I'm happy to be here. It's quite interesting today to watch this. It's just an evening match. We'll see how it works out. We've got quite a lot of new players who have joined recently. The bar community, it's definitely gotten bigger and bigger each month. Even more and more players. So they seem to be enjoying themselves. So it'd be interesting to see how this works out.
So let's go ahead and introduce the players real quick. We will start with the West team, which I like to call the Rainbow team. Here in white, in the bottom left, we have Ooh Shiny going core. In light pink, we have Hemerold. Is that how you pronounce that? Yeah. Don't even try, right?
We might need to bleep that.
Yeah. And in orange, we have Kid Meyer. We have one of the strongest bar players right now, Ragna. One of the best players ever. Certainly, he's going to be one to watch. Here in the red trunks. In brown, we have Synthetic, who's also a pretty well-known name. Taco3281 in maroon, and in bright cancer awareness pink, or breast cancer awareness pink, we have Charlie. And I think I may have missed yellow here, Screwish, core commander, being very aggressive. He's moving out really early. Now let's do Team Blue. We have Flash, who may be carrying Team Blue on his shoulders. The kind of neon blue color. Andrew Whittley, who I think I don't know, I think I've called this one teal in the past. This color is teal. Aaron, walking through the middle here, there's about to be a confrontation between Screwish and Aaron. Scoop Town in light green. We have Master Mark in dark or army green. We got Jazz Cash in bright green. In purple, we have Dub Dahara. And finally, we have Bakimono in the top right in some other shade of blue. So Ragna is transporting himself to the front. What do you think about that? What's your take on this really risky play by Ragna here?
That's really interesting. He's there already. There's already a unit waiting for him though, so it'd be interesting if he can. He probably got to. Oh, is he going? He sees it, and then he's going to go past it.
Oh, Ragna, this is so risky. What is he doing?
He's all right, but he's been seen, so they know he's there.
Yeah. So the enemy team probably knows he's there now. Ragna taking a very aggressive posture here. And we've got to watch Screwish here. Screwish in a little bit of trouble. There's a lot of grunts here in the green. Moving forward, Screwish will have to retreat from that. So yeah, nice job by the Eastern team to push Screwish back. Here at the beginning, it really does come down to map control. You definitely want to try to take control of the map as much as you possibly can in the early stages of DSD. Give yourself that land or the positional advantage. So, any predictions here? Any predictions about which team do you think is going to win?
Well, Ragnar's already he's reclaiming his air factory. He was in a tech spot at the beginning. He's already moved to the middle, so he's already made that move. He's going to be right in the action. That means he's not teching at the moment. He's going to be right there helping out. He's got a great position right in the middle. So
yeah.
People will be pretty scared right now, to be honest.
Yeah, and as you guys see, Ragna could move right down here. Now on the top right, we have a player. Oh, wait, we got to watch Screwish. Screwish getting swarmed here. There's about 4 grunts. Oh, can he degun?
He's going to get him.
Oh, I think they're going to get him. I think you're right. And our first commander goes down. If you don't count the commander in the top right that was intentionally self-destructed. So Screwish will bite the dust. And now the Eastern team is going to try to push forward and
try and get it. If he should try and degun it, his team they've got quite a lot of support. Oh, there's quite a lot. He's going to get the metal, that team, so they're done alright getting that, but not so good for Screwish because he's probably not going to get anything. But he's got it. Hemorrhoid, I think, has got that metal.
Yeah, so Pink will reclaim that commander, and Aaron will start to throw up some. But Aaron's got to be careful, man. Oh no!
Yeah, they might be right.
No, he's okay. There's a lot of AKs here.
He retreated out of that. He should have kept on going. You reckon he could have got him? Anyway, but
yeah, very aggressive posture here by Aaron. But here at the bottom we have Flash with some Rockos, or what are we calling them? Rocketeers, and Shiny with some Wolverines of his own. So that could be quite an entertaining matchup. But here Ragna, we missed it. He was trying to be aggressive, but of course he's got Dub Dahara, who himself is a pretty well-known player. He's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, here in the middle, what is this? Some shade of light blue, being very aggressive here.
Aaron's done alright, isn't he? And then Flash is resurrecting those armies, and he's not reclaiming them. He's resing it, so he likes doing that. That's sort of one of these things that he does.
Yeah, a lot of action here, guys. A lot of stuff happening on all over the map.
Down south, Shiny's being attacked from all sides.
Yeah.
He's got artillery, so that's not great.
Yeah, the artillery is not so good in actual combat. It's better against static defenses. And Shiny in some trouble. Can he degun? Can he get the degun action? He's trying, man. He's trying. He's juking. He's jiving.
He's dancing, not very well.
He's dancing.
He's not doing very well. Yeah, go
on.
Oh,
no! And he goes down too. Nice. Nice.
And then once again, Kidmeyer, he's coming with his army. And it's like he's waiting. I think that's what he does. He's just waiting, and he comes, swoops in, which is not the worst idea. Quite clever, really. And look, he's coming right. Is he going to stop? Is he going to keep on going?
Yeah, here at the top we've got some combat too. Dub Dahara at 6% HP. Something could breathe on him and he would die. Ragna knows this. He's trying to get a Peewee up there.
He's got to fall back in it.
Can't quite do it. But yeah,
Ragna's really putting that pressure on. There's so much pressure. Like he's not doing a lot. Oh, he's got a transport coming as well now. Careful. He's scouting his base. He's going to just transport on his base, I reckon.
Oh my god, Ragna being so aggressive here. This is bad manners.
Oh no, he's running away.
There's no air defense.
Where's he going? Oh,
yeah.
I think he's going to quit. Is he? No. Come on, Ragna. GG, he says.
Yeah, Ragna will degun Purple's base.
Oh, and he's in already. Look, he's freaking in.
Ragna will degun the Geo here, and Ragna, such a monster. What do you do? So Ragna has just laid waste to Dub Dahara's base, and now Dub Dahara really trapped between a rock and a hard place. Jazz Cash moving in, perhaps for the degun. Oh no, I got confused there. So Jazz Cash is on his team, right?
Taco's got a bomber run coming as well now, so it's like double insanity.
Yeah, Ragna continuing to transport himself into the fray, into enemy bases, and there's not a single defender or missile tower anywhere. And as you said, the bombing run as well. Guys, Ragna is being an absolute monster this game.
He's gone all that, he's taken all north. It's just absolutely...
degunning enemy bases. This is just...
Flash This is a commoner base now. What's he doing? Is he going to capture it?
Is he going to? He could capture it, right?
Has he got enough? Come on, Ragnar. Degun it all. Yeah, no.
He's going to capture it. He's capturing the T2 bot lab. But here at the bottom,
Self-D, says Flash.
Aaron is in trouble, and he will go down too.
He's going to capture that.
So Ragna basically capturing Bakemono's former base and claiming it for his own. Guys, this may be a very short game. We're casting a game live, so I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I can't promise that that this is going to end well, but basically, it feels like Ragna kind of took over the game a little bit with his shenanigans.
Yeah, you definitely.
I think that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's the game.
He's
Wow.
loving it, dancing.
Go ahead.
Oh, Take got all the awards, which is fair enough. He did do that good bomber run because that was like in itself pretty good as well. So fair play, easy win really.
But you can kind of see like how much of a difference it makes for a good player. I mean, everyone has a commander. Anyone could have done what Ragna did, but Ragna just used his commander in such an impressive fashion by picking it up in an atlas and carrying it all around the map. And yeah, that was crazy. That was a really crazy game. And well, maybe we'll cast another one. Maybe they'll play another one, and hopefully it'll be more entertaining than this. But yeah, what a game.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is game 2 of these of this 8v8. Guys, I forgot to mention in the last match that we are recording this live, so that means we cannot slow down or speed up the game. Recording a game live has a lot of hype, so that's the advantage of it, is like it's all happening in real time and it's a lot of fun. The disadvantage is that you never know how it's going to end, so I can't promise you it's going to be a good game or promise you that it's going to be close or anything like that. But Ragna certainly carried the last game, even though he was making these extremely risky plays, and it's surprising that he was able to get away with it. What do you think about that, Fonzie?
Yeah, he's got a lot of variety in the way he plays. He was very aggressive. He really pushed with very few units. He managed to really make a difference and really get in behind the enemy, really. So it'll be interesting. He's in a different spot now. He's at the front now, so you can see he's got a different factory at the beginning.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how he plays this map. Probably not going air, I imagine.
Yeah.
Not early.
So do you think Ragna's going to take over the game again? Do you think he's just going to carry his whole team?
He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's not unstoppable.
No.
And also the map. The map is more open.
Let's talk about the map. So this spot right here. Uh-oh. There we go. This spot in the middle that Ragna is going to is worth 10 metal. That's incredible. 10 metal for one spot, for one mechs.
Yeah.
And that is going to give Ragna a huge economic boost early on. Now, guys, this map is called Rosetta. I've never cast on it before, but as Fonzie said, it is much more open. Kind of much more of an open design than the DSD that we just watched. And because of that, this game might be really interesting. Now, do you have any predictions early on about which team do you think has the advantage here?
Well, using the true skill system that the lobby implements and the service, it should be even. There should be some even ability, but then there's always players that can make the difference. And you can see already Ragnar's right in the middle, capping that 10 metal spot. That's the crown jewels, you know. And if you get a T2, that's 30 metal. If you get up to T2 as quickly as possible, so that's really good. So people do try and aim for that. They will be looking for that.
The T2 spot here would be 30 metal on that kind of what is it, multicolor spot.
I think it triples it. Once you go T2 mechs, it triples the income.
Oh, that is really impressive. Guys, we're not going to reintroduce the players because it's mostly the same players as in the first game. But I will say this. This color in the bottom, I'm going to call teal. This color here that Charlie is, I'm going to call neon blue. And this color that Ooze Shiny is, I will call light blue. And then Flash we will call regular blue or deep blue or ocean blue. Something like that. So this team on the right I will call the Eastern team or Team Blue, and the team on the left I will call the Western team or Team Rainbow. So Guys, hopefully it's a better game than the first one in terms of just being maybe a little more back and forth.
Yeah. He's already making some... Charlie's already going in. No, he's not. He's pulling back now, but he's seen the army. They're still set. It's early days, so we can see up north, Mighty Sheep's getting quite a lot of pressure at the moment, but he should be okay. People try and sneak in early on, but that's good. That'll be fine.
Yeah, Mighty Sheep has found some grunts here to kind of whet his appetite early game. But it does seem like... Go ahead.
They've gone air. He's got gunship. You can see it top right hand corner. It's Kid Meyer. He's gone early air. And he's got gunships as well, which is a bit controversial. But he definitely wants to do something. He might try and sneak by. He's right in the top corner, so I don't know what he's going to do with those.
Yeah,
I'll let
so
you know.
Purple building a little consortium of gunships here. He's got about 8, it seems, and he might want to use those. So you said it was controversial. What's controversial about using those gunships early on? Is it bad man?
They're pretty good to work out well. Gunships are quite slow. T1 gunships aren't the best. I don't know what he's going to do with them. Whether he's going to go straight for the bases or whatever he's going right now. He's going to go right over Screw Wish's comm, or is he going to try and stop him? I don't know where he's going, but not too difficult to stop. No, he's going. He's bought an AA, but he's got him. Oh my god, no, he's not. He's going.
He will decide to ignore the comm.
That one air is going to take him out probably because they're pretty fragile.
Yeah, there's a fighter now in the mix. And
that was good.
This one fighter is it's doing work. Very nicely played.
Oh, he's got a fighter.
But guys, let's focus on what else is happening here. Turn the sound up a little bit.
Oh, Ragnar's come in right immediately. He saw it enough. He just went right through there. He's in the base. The gunships are there protecting. Which worked out quite well, I think. He's trying to get that. He's pretty good to take it out. Ooh.
Yeah, Ragnar being very aggressive here with his commander. Moving through with a Stumpy and a few flashes. And getting rather low, 30%. Very scary. But overall, the Western team is being a lot more aggressive. If you just look at their position on the map, the Western team has really aggressed forward on essentially all sides. And not that surprising with Ragnar on the team. But guys, the 4 main players to watch in this game are Ragnar, Jazz Cash, so you can find him. He's another very high quality player. Flash here in the blue, and of course Mighty Sheep as well. So these are the 4 kind of top players that we got to keep our eyes on throughout this game if we can. But you know, Jazz Cash with this withering storm pressure here at the bottom of the map, really pushing his opponent back. And Flash is getting 2v1'd. There's a lot of storms from brown and white.
The car park, and you see Charlie, and then light blue. They got to move their units south. They got to help their team out when they need to, because you can't just car park. You need to keep moving. He's noticing now. He's coming down, but they're quite slow. But Flash is holding on.
Yeah, Flash.
A lot of pressure though. He's got a lot of pressure to deal with. Yeah, what's he gonna do? I'd run.
Now he's getting triple teamed. He has Ragnar with white and brown. And Flash has got to dodge these missiles. He's got to dodge. Oh.
He's coming from all sides.
Yeah.
That's good.
Flash.
Gunships are here.
Yeah, gunships are here helping out, but Flash is in so much trouble. It is a very risky situation for him. And
alright. Keep on falling back, and then...
Yeah, Flash will fall back. But in the meantime, Jazz Cash doing his own little push here at the southernmost corner of the map.
Oh, he wants that hill, doesn't he, really?
Yeah. It is a hill to die on, for sure. And if
It's
he could
interesting.
get this Geo, it'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
He is going to get the Geo. Go ahead.
Ragnar, you can see he's already switched from. He reclaimed his T1 bot lab on the hill. He built tanks now, so he switches factories whenever he wants. It's quite clever.
But yeah, yellow continuing to push through here in the bottom, continuing to apply that pressure on teal, and teal in somewhat a bit of trouble if Jazz Cash takes control of this ridge here. He could just kind of rain hell down on Andrew's base, and now Ragna sending his force to all these vehicles. This could be a very bad situation for the southern team if they cannot hold this. Go ahead.
Well, Aaron's should be supporting Andrew. He is, but he's obviously building T2, so he's going to get these up hopefully quickly and then build pyros. So that'd be quite a good thing. It's not too bad if he can. That's what he needs to do. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, Mighty Sheep now has pyros in the game, so we have mentioned many times before, pyros are extremely strong at the early T2 phase. They're one of the strongest T2 units at the start of T2. They're very good against T1. Go ahead.
I don't know what Andrew Whitley's going to do. He's saying make AA, which might be a good point, but
yeah,
Jazz Cash should be pushing a bit harder now, really, if he really wants to.
He should. Yeah,
he's got the advantage.
Yeah, teal in so much trouble now. Really is kind of trapped in this valley with Jazz Cash. Just this is a bit of a Custard's last stand here, and I said Custard's last stand here because this is very bad situation for teal to be in, and he's just getting really harassed from the top of the ridge there. Flash desperately coming to help. Flash could maybe kill Jazz Cash, but Jazz Cash is in such a dominant position, having the high ground here. Obi-Wan would be proud. He has claimed the high ground, and it's just going to be hard to dismount him.
Pyros are coming now. Aaron's come good. He's coming. He's going for the comm. He might be able to get it eventually.
Yeah. The Eastern team desperately trying to dethrone Jazz here, trying to break his position at the top of this ridge. But here at the top, Dub Dahara in trouble. He will go down. So Bright Pink is his commander is out of the game. And the thing is, Jazz is now kind of in a corner. He needs to be careful now. He's building a Warden, heavy laser tower. But he doesn't want to get cut off. If Flash kind of cuts off this area, that could be very bad for him. And Mighty Sheep moving in with about a dozen pyros as well. Jazz Cash in so much trouble. He has gone too far, and I think he will. Go ahead.
Here comes the T1 bombers. They're coming. They just took out a comm top mid.
Okay, so Jazz Cash goes down. Let's go ahead and look at these bombers here. Pink on a bombing run, trying to get Mighty Sheep's commander. But Mighty Sheep doing a decent job of juking. No, they don't even come close to getting neon greens, so. The Eastern team doing a really great job of pushing back Yellow. I mean, Yellow had a great position at the top of that ridge, raining down hellfire with those storms onto Teal's base, but it just wasn't enough.
Look at South. Ragnar's going to walk his comm in. South,
yeah.
mid it.
Ragnar using his comm to take out Blue's entire army.
And he's coming with his army now.
Yeah, and now he's going to be an opportunist.
Yikes. I'm surprised Flash fell for that. He probably wasn't looking. He's got a lot to focus on, but that's not good. That's great play, really, to be able to take out an entire army. and then support it with your own army. It's great. Oh yeah, that's good. He degunned the wreck. Flash is being very noble. He's really helping out his team members, but he must get. Aaron's got to come good. He's building a fusion. He's going Tekken, so he's still building, working away. He's all right.
So Flash's commander is gone, and so is Ragnar's now. But these pyros continuing to stream in from the base of Mighty Sheep. And here in the middle we have a nice little battle as well. Nice little skirmishes between armies of thuds. Or what are they called in Bard? Thugs. Okay, how do you like that? How do you like that name change? From Thud to Thug. I feel like that's a... I don't know if that's a promotion or a demotion. I'm not sure if that's a better or worse name. But either way, a lot of thuds just kind of duking it out. And here at the northernmost corner of the map, some pyros from Bakimono streaming through, doing some good damage. Some Mortys in the background as well. And that is a very scary army on the part of Light Green. He could certainly perhaps kill Orange's base.
They're moving up. They got the pyros. They've got Mortys as well supporting, so that you can keep from a distance.
So here in the north, the eastern team is beginning to break through, but in the south, the western team has the advantage, and they are now putting the pressure on
the bombers.
Flash's base.
There's a bomber run coming.
Yeah.
Coming for Flash's base.
Yeah.
Oh god, he'll be crying. No, it's moving. Where's he going? Kidmeister.
Oh, he's going for purple. Purple's
comms.
not paying attention. Nice snipe. Very nice snipe by Pink. So Pink's bombing run will take out a commander there. We'll take out Kidmeyer. Not to be confused with Oscar Meyer. And here in the yellow, these pyros moving through. Teal doing the best he can, but he will buy the farm. And he will be...
What?
Go ahead.
What a contrast, like between, you know, it normally does go that way because that's like not the best spot in that crater.
Yeah.
It's less metal than your opponent really, but you can see how the team works together or it doesn't work together. So that he's getting the metal as well. In a weird way, they're doing better than South, you know, East was, but
yeah. And more bombers on the part of Pink, but in the meantime, Light Green is moving through up on this ridge here, raining down on Orange's base with some Mortys. And these bombers are going to try to stop that, doing a decent job killing those Mortys, but will it be enough? There's just not much defense in Orange's base. There's just not much to stop this. The bombers continuing to try to apply defensive pressure. And Charlie's got to be careful too. Ragnar with some bulldogs moving in. Do they know Charlie's there? Oh, they do know he's there. Do you think they know he's there?
He's gonna go for him. Go on, D-gun him. No, he's walking in.
No,
he's a D-gun.
He could have just D-gunned him. Yeah, I agree. That was a bit of a strange choice.
Desperate.
Yeah.
Well, kind of worked though, I suppose. So, but then we need support. I don't know.
Yeah.
Flash should be moving his pyros up north. I know he's done a hell of a lot for his team already, but he can't car park. He needs to react. I know he's get those pyros up there, mate. He's moving now.
Yeah, no kidding. Full
of surprises.
Yeah, so Pink with another bombing run.
Because their Ragnar's in now. He's like, this is the worst thing. You don't want your enemy in your base. That is exactly what you do not want to happen.
So all he has in here at the moment is one Panther and one Bulldog, but that may be all it takes to do devastating economic damage to Teal, or Light Blue rather.
Charlie too busy making his T2 factory, so he didn't have any units, but it's all about timing. You have to be really careful. Probably best not to go T. He shouldn't have gone T2 that early. He should have kept with his units. He probably could have held him back more.
Yeah, Pink with another bombing run. This time going for Green's base. He may go for that fusion. That would be the the opportune target, but he does.
Not great.
Nope.
That's still no hits. Oh my god.
He's flying around for a second run. Nice. He takes out the metal makers.
That's pretty good.
But I don't think he'll get the fusion. And that was the biggest target there.
Charlie's got no metal. He really needs some support, actually. I know it's not someone to help him out for a bit, because he needs to get back on his feet, really. They need him badly.
Yeah. So the Eastern team is down to 1 commander now. They are on the brink of death here. And where is that 1 commander that they have? Can you spot it? He's all the way at the top right. Mighty Sheep's commander is the last remaining commander on the Eastern team. He needs to be super careful. If they lose Green's commander, they lose the game.
They're scouting. They might be scouting. They're trying to look. They're trying to find him right now. They know what they're trying to do.
Yeah. No, you're right. I don't think they did find him.
Fair play to Scooptown. That does seem to be his strategy, because he's killed. He tried to go for he's killed 2 comms, 3 comms. He really has tried to kill him. That's what he's been trying to aim for, really, which is quite a good idea, really. So if you can win it, you might be able to win it for the whole team. If you can find the last comm and get the bombers on him. Mighty Sheep has not cloaked. He's cloaked it now, but he's not underrated.
Ragnar continuing to move through with these bulldogs, and his teammate with some reapers. Tigers. Oh, and a nuke. We just saw a player's base get nuked out of existence. That is really terrifying. That was a fast nuke, man. How quick. That was like a 20-minute nuke. Already halfway to a second nuke now. And the Eastern team, it's looking dire. I mean, it is looking really, really bad for these guys.
That pressure.
Another bombing run moving in by Light Pink. He's done a good job this whole game. Like you said, sniping commanders, taking out targets of opportunity. Just a really good job. It shows the power of a dedicated air player. Sometimes we don't see that. Sometimes everyone wants to go either eco or kind of a land spam strat. But no, Light Pink has been just T1 bombing this whole game, and it has you know, it's been working. Been pretty effective overall.
Well,
so, yeah.
The purple player's resigned as well now. So he was the techer for the guy. The opponent, was the guy that built the nuke on the other side.
Yeah.
Which is Taco. But then what was his opponent doing? You can see by his base. Not enough. Not enough. He hasn't got any fusions or anything. So I don't know what.
And now Team Blue voting to resign. It is looking pretty dire for them. So once again, man, Ragnar and his team, very difficult to deal with. And it was so interesting to see how Ragnar sacrificed his commander just to kill most of Flash's army, and then was able to do devastating damage.
Yeah.
So we can expect another nuke at any time. I think the second nuke should be finished. Here we go. You guys are going to witness the genesis of this nuke. Here we go. And where is it going? Where is it going, Fonzie?
Maybe Flash, not Flash. They always pick on him. Pick on the best players. He resigned their crew now. There you go.
Flash's base has been absolutely deleted out of existence. The Geneva Convention has been violated. And the truth of the matter is that was a good game, but once again, Team Rainbow dominating. And wow, I mean that was pretty cool. There was a lot of cool moments. Obviously, the game didn't go on as long as we had hoped, but I don't know. Maybe we should try for a third one. See if they can. See if the third game is the charm here. That would be pretty interesting. So.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hello, guys. This is game 3 of the random bar cast, just the 8v8 games that we've been doing here. It is, again, myself and Fonzie casting some epic matches, seeing all the talent in this community. And this time it is on a map called Nuclear Winter, which I've never seen before. Fonzie, go ahead and tell me what you think about Nuclear Winter. What's your take on this map?
It's quite a large map. There are some key points of it. There's metal down south on the hill, ready to be reclaimed. That's quite good early on. A lot of people will try their best to try and get that. Be interesting to see if they ask their teammates to help out. It's going right now. It's a good map. We'll see how they get on. There's not a lot of metal, so they need to really make sure their eco's working well and be very careful when they're building things.
Now, crucially, Ragna is not in this game, so maybe without the OP player to unbalance the scales or to tilt the scales, perhaps we'll have a longer game. Ragna has just been so strong in the past 2 games, and yeah, maybe this game will go on a little longer. Of course, I can't promise anything. We are casting a live game, and so it could certainly go either way or any way. But as you said early on, there is some reclaim on this southern plateau. And both teams probably going to try to get it early on. Mighty Sheep already bringing a Lazarus to reclaim some of that juicy metal. And we'll have to see if Light Blue wants to stop him here. So do you have any predictions for this game? I mean, who do you think has the advantage?
I think Mighty Sheep will do very well this game. I think this will show what he's all about. He's a front player now as well, so that's good. I think this map, whoever controls the middle, that'll be the real decider because it's so important. You got access to everywhere if you hold the middle. You really.
So by the middle, you mean this area? Like with the little river type thing?
Yeah, that's right. And it's also got the 3.4 metal spot. You hold that, you can go anywhere.
Oh, interesting. So this is a 3.4 metal spot, so that's a nice objective. So it's a little bit like chess. You want to hold the middle. Try to hold the middle of the map or the middle of the board here to have access to any part of the map that you would like.
One thing that's very interesting on the east side is they're sending all their comms forwards, and that's nice to see. Even the techers, which I like to see that. So you can already see 3 to 2. So they should have an advantage early on. We'll see how they work out.
Yeah. So one thing you were saying between casts, you were talking about how you think Bar is more interesting to watch than StarCraft, or it's more. What were you saying?
Well, I might be a little bit biased.
Course,
can't hold me against it, but then I do actually. It's so interesting. It's very dynamic, very fast RTS game. It does have that sort of dynamic. There's so many units to choose from, so many different strategies that people can implement, things that new ways of doing things that people are like inventing all the time. So it's interesting how it develops. People learn as well. People copy each other. They lose one match and then they go, all right, I won't do that again. I'm going to copy. I'm going to do what learn from that, and then they become much better. So every game is a new opportunity to really sort of show what they can do.
Yeah, certainly the skill cap or the skill ceiling in this game just seems almost limitless. I mean, it's so rewarding for players that can really use strategy well. And in terms of RTSs, it's not super micro heavy. I mean, obviously micro does matter. You have to be able to micro, but compared to a game like StarCraft or Age of Empires, I mean, it's got almost nothing to micro. I mean, it's pretty easy, and the engine is designed to reduce micro where you can as well, which is a really neat really neat feature of the bar engine. But Blade Runner may be moving his commander in to sacrifice him.
They're all together. Look, Synthetic's coming from him. He's gonna try and get 2 of them. Is he gonna go? They're running.
One more hit.
He's
one
gonna
more
go.
shot.
Oh my god.
Oh, he gets him, and it takes out Pink as well. All 3 commanders go up in a blaze of glory. That is so funny. All 3 commanders are down.
Oh and, man, he must be.
Yeah, Andor very angry. Teal very angry at his teammate for essentially causing him to die in the chain reaction. So,
he saw the opportunity. Fair play to Synthetic. He saw that and he just went for it. You can see them 2 grouped up. So not great, but that does happen. So fair play to him. If he can get the metal, it's not secured yet.
Yeah. But Mighty Sheep building these beamers, and beamers are pretty nice early on because they do outrange the light laser towers, which gives you a slight advantage in these tower defense wars. Obviously, HLT is kind of the next step. That will outrange the beamers, and then a Guardian will outrange that. So one thing I really like about the bar as compared to StarCraft, I mean, StarCraft is pretty cool because it's it's very micro intensive, and the units are individually very neat. But it's all about counters. It's all about building counters to this specific unit counters that, and then you have to build a counter to that. And so it's really not even necessarily about power of the units. It's just kind of like this rock paper scissors style of balancing. And I like how bar is. I mean, it does have some of that. It does have some counters, but the units do just get stronger. I mean, when you bring a Juggernaut or Krogoth onto the field, it's kind of like the nuclear option, right? There's no counter to that necessarily. It just kills everything, and that's a really neat feature of the bar formula that StarCraft doesn't have. So
yes. Real power weapons, isn't there? Really, when you think about it, it's cannons that can shoot literally halfway across the map.
Yeah,
it's just pretty dynamic, really. And you can. The world is your oyster. You could build 20 a foos. You could go real eco, and everyone not do anything for your team for most of the match, 20 minutes, and then bam, you come out, and you're gonna win the game for your team.
So purple with a lot of shell shockers and putting a ton of pressure on red, and red's got to be careful here, man. He is cloaking his commander. I think purple did see that, and red just threatening the comm bomb here, not necessarily even using it, but just using those mind games, man. Just kind of mind gaming his opponent to back the shell shockers off. Isn't that so funny? Mighty Sheep just mind gamed. Mighty Sheep just mind gamed the shit out of purple and forced him to retreat those shell shockers by just cloaking his commander. So really interesting play, but is Mighty Sheep actually trying to do a comm bomb, or is he just mind gaming the Eastern team? What do you think?
He's got a jammer, which is perfect, but that's a bit far out now. I think he's just out maybe on the edge of it. He needs one a bit nearer.
Sheep baiting.
He's waiting. I think he's waiting. He's waiting for them to come, and he'll just bomb the entire army. The perfect slap in the face. That's what he's doing, which might happen. They might have seen him already.
Mighty Sheep just baiting his opponents to send their units at him, and they're just not sure what to do. The Eastern team very confused right now.
They built a second jammer, so he'll be able to move forward. After that jammer's up, he'll be able to right in there where that factory is. In fact, that'd be nice.
But here at the top of the map, we've had a very long engagement happening from both sides. But the Eastern team does seem to be finally making some headway with this nice army of aggravators tearing down the defenses and doing some pretty significant damage. And here we still have Mighty Sheep playing so aggressively. I mean, he is just inches away from all of these units.
I don't know if Kimmo can sense it, but he's reclaimed that factory at the beginning. I don't know why. He sent these units right back. I don't know why. Why is he running?
I don't know.
He's going right back
Kidmeyer
to his
retreating
base.
here.
If they could find, if they just send a few, if they just see him, they got enough to take out his comm, take his
Yeah.
metal, and then. But that's it. He's just waiting there. What is Kidmeyer doing? Why is he retreating all the way back to his base? I don't see his units helping out in that position, unless he's going to reclaim them. It was a bit unusual.
Yeah, Purple retreating back to his base for reasons that are alien to us. Reasons that only God understands. And in the meantime, Kronar moving through with this huge force of aggravators. And the Eastern team really putting on the pressure here in the middle. The Mighty Sheep still just sitting there with his comm. Not doing anything, just kind of waiting for his opponents to react. I mean, it would only take a few grunts to kill him. Playing so aggressively.
The spectators like it. They're loving it.
Screwish now on the run. The Eastern team has certainly claimed the advantage here in the middle, and they are using that advantage to the fullest extent as they put the pressure on the north. All these defenses will likely go down. Kronar moving his commander as well.
It's very surprising from that 2-for-1 comm bomb early on. Everyone crying, everyone blaming. Yeah. They managed to reclaim all that metal, so it worked out well. So now, and they've got middle now, so they're in a much stronger position. So I know it wasn't planned, but it looks like it's working out quite well for them. Yeah. So maybe big brains must be. But yeah, they're doing 4D chess right now, I reckon.
And green, light green continuing to push through the top. Orange being forced back even further, but he can't go too far back. He will. His base is right here.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He should go back into him. He's cloaking. He's gonna wait for him.
All right. Yeah. So Orange has cloaked here, trying to see if he can get some D guns. Light green doesn't seem to know.
Oh!
All right. Here we go.
Come
He's
on.
gonna have to be the best D guns in the world. Oh my God! So sick.
He's just straight under the LLT. There's a few units that have gone through though, but they've seen him now. I don't know.
He's still in trouble. Green just needs to surround him.
He's not shooting because he's not shooting at all though because he's got cloak on. So I don't know what he's doing. He's gonna lose everything.
Green just wasn't paying attention. He could have killed him right there for sure.
He ain't got the metal. He's not energy now.
So Orange holding on for dear life.
You can see a teammate behind him, Taco's building a nuke, so that's where his metal's gone. But he's sending some units now, so hopefully about to.
Okay, yeah. So White building a nuke. That's an interesting choice at 14 minutes into the game. And now they are pushing Mighty Sheep. Mighty Sheep finally using his commander as a nuke and taking out most of the Eastern team's army down here.
And away they go. They're going. Oh, they're not. They're waiting. Are they waiting? Is he going? No. A bit strange. He's going now.
Unbelievably, Screwish has survived. He has held on, and his base is still here.
They've got a nuke coming now. It's gonna be here relatively soon. Next few minutes.
Mighty Ship moving in with some pawns. But I don't think this is enough. And maybe it is. Oh my God. Ooh, Shiny in trouble.
Is he gonna de-gun him? Yeah, he's got a lot on his mind. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Brown's certainly gonna get him. Some nice D-guns there, but not enough. And now Mighty Sheep is in his base.
He should be alright.
But he's only got a couple pawns left. And these Fidos could be enough to stop it. Some paralyzer drones coming out as well to halt the aggression here at the south. And I think, amazingly, Ushiny and Kid Meyer will be able to stop this. But as you said, that nuke is complete, and it's almost finished. The first nuke is almost built. Now remember, guys, you have to build the nuclear silo first, and then you have to produce the nukes from the silo. So the first nuke is almost complete, and I don't see any anti-nukes at all. Do you see any anti-nukes on the field, Fonzie?
No, I think they've all been preoccupied doing their little games, but unfortunately, it was quite lucky. It was quite good that Screwish held up, because you figure it this way, he might have had 2 players against him. Screwish managed to hold on, even though he had damage to his base and stuff. But then, like, bought enough time for Taco to do what he needs to do. So he's about to build it. So we'll see where it goes.
First nuke is complete, and we have to assume that White is going to launch that as soon as he can. What do you think the target is?
I'd go for the best player, or the Tekka. It'd probably be a back east side player.
Maybe purple would be a good option, or teal.
He's pretty good away. Because once a nuke gets launched, you can build an anti-nuke by the time the next one comes out. If you get one in the stock and then you get the other one up to 30%, then you can get 2 off before they react in time. So that's probably why he's waiting. Yeah, that's probably why he's waiting.
So White is waiting for a second nuke just to prevent the enemy team from being able to react. As Fonzie just said, 1 nuke is good, but the enemy team can build an anti-nuke very quickly and counter the second nuke. Screwish in trouble now. Panthers descending upon him, and he will go down. So very nicely played there by Jazz Cash and his Panthers.
They're pretty crying. He needs to launch that nuke now, because Screwish has fallen apart. Really, he's going to hold on. God bless him.
He's sending some scouts. I think these are his scouts. So White deciding where he wants to nuke the enemy team.
His teammate saying, "Help your bro." He's all right. What's the minute? Okay. 18 minutes. 18 minutes. There's no anti-nukes yet.
So we are looking at White's view right now. The first nuke has been launched. And where is it going? Here it is. Here it is.
The best player.
It's gonna hit Jazz Cash's base.
Resign straight away.
And he just leaves. He just leaves the game. Yeah. So Blue just leaves the game, guys. That was a little too much for him, getting nuked. And unfortunately, there's a second nuke in the cylinder now, and it is going to go off right this moment. White on the ICBM game plan.
We're getting the anti-nukes up now. Too late.
Looks like he's going for purple. Unbelievable. So, yeah, now the team voting to resign. Purple has also left the game. That nuke was all it took. The game was actually pretty close up to that point, but that, those nukes certainly turning the tide.
How close? If East Side had broken through Screwdish's base and got into that base, they would have stopped the whole thing. It shows you. A little bit extra. Screwdish did well to hold on. Fair play to him. Bit messy, but he did alright. His D-guns that he did on these units are very good. But yeah, it would have broken through, but because it takes a hell of a lot of energy and metal to get a nuke up, so.
And now a bombing run by, looks like pink. Or maybe maroon. Moving through the south here. Yeah, this is maroon. But what is he going for? That's the real question. Going for some advanced solars. We'll take out a few. now might get this fusion as well. Doesn't quite get the fusion, but he gets it low. He gets it really low and might be able to... Oh no, he decides not to go for it. Instead going for Blade Runner's base.
You got another stream of bombers coming through as well now.
Yeah, more bombers coming in. Someone wrote some salt for the wounds. That's certainly the case. The Rainbow team rubbing the salt into the wounds. And another nuke streaming in. Some friendly fire there, taking out some of Maroon's bombers. But at this point, I don't think it matters. The Eastern team is simply collapsing. But Teal has quite a few mobile artilleries here, some Mausers. These are doing a decent job of pushing the front, but I just don't think it's not gonna matter. Some more bombers coming in. Oh, you don't want to land them. Don't land the bombers. There we go. Carpet bombing the front line to try to prevent the Eastern team from having any hope at all.
That's quite good. That is all those tanks out.
And here in the southeast, more bombers, and there's just no air defense here at all. Not a single defender, not a single missile tower, not even a fighter. There's just nothing left to stop the bombing campaign from taking out Green's base. And at this point, I mean, is there anything the Eastern team can do? What do you think? Is there any?
It's a bit late now, and they're resigning as well now. So it wasn't. They had before the nukes went off. They definitely had an opportunity to do something. Don't know.
And like you said, if they had killed Orange, because Green could have killed Orange's commander about 10 minutes ago, and he just kind of missed the opportunity. And if they had been able to push through Orange's base, they could have gone straight into White and killed the nuke. Another nuke has been launched, but an anti-nuke is there. It will stop it mid-flight. So no nuke for you. It's a lot of Fidos.
Seems to just be no 3JS holding up with his buddy next to him. And Dark Draken. He's got quite a lot of tech to minutes. So.
Yeah.
I think
Mighty Sheep. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's just making it. He's moving in now, isn't he? He's just stopping everything now.
Yeah, Mighty Sheep with a lot of freakers or sprinters and some fleas as well to add insult to injury. And guys, at this point, it just feels like a matter of time. Team Blue is hanging on for dear life, but they just can't. It just doesn't seem like they have what it takes to stop all of this aggression, and of course the endless nukes as well. Oh man.
You can win with the right attitude.
Yeah, at this point, if Team Blue wants to win, they might have to start using DDoS. Some kind of hacking, forcing their opponents to disconnect.
Well, you gotta look at it from the other perspective. If one guy is teching really hard to get a nuke early on, he's out of the game for the first 15-20 minutes. So therefore, the opponent on the other side, you should have an extra army or something, or what is your response to that? They had an opportunity earlier in the match to really break through because they should have had double army, in contrast to the opponent. So they took too long, or they weren't good enough, or they didn't quite work well as a team together to break through in time. So it's all in the hand, the dealt. But they did have the ability to win this earlier on.
No, undoubtedly that's true. White basically did nothing for 15 minutes, and then he had a nuke, and obviously the enemy team wasn't ready.
And they weren't prepared. They didn't get anti-nuke up, which is kind of normal. You should around 20 minutes. You should definitely get an anti-nuke up. Easier said than done, of course, because there's a lot of pressure. Yeah, and it's a low metal map. Like I said at the beginning, it really is. The mech spots do not produce a lot of metal, so to get everything going, and any expensive item, anything that you feel you don't need, you're like, man, maybe I'll just try and risk it and not build it. It works out sometimes, and often you normally have one nuke, and then you're like, okay, everyone get an anti-nuke up, and then but it's quite clever doing that double, waiting for the second one in the chamber, just so you can get to it off quickly.
No, certainly waiting for that second nuke was very good idea by White to prevent them from having any kind of response. And it just feels like the Eastern team doing what they can, but I just don't see how they can come back. Some fat boys in the front. It's always fun to see fat boys. They are quite a powerful T2K bot. Very good for pushing these nigh unbreakable defensive lines. As you can see, they have a lot of health. And White might finally break through here with this fat boy in the front tanking the damage.
It's really soaking up the shots, isn't it? Yeah, it's incredibly strong, really. It's slower than most units, but he's using it really well. Breaking through.
And they've broken through this line here, and now it is just a matter of time as Green's base has almost no defense left. In fact, the only person left in the game for the Eastern team is Andor, the teal player. Green has tapped out, and Teal the only one to try to survive, but I just don't think it matters.
He spotted the last com now. Nice.
And I think that is finally going to be it, as the last player does tap out. And these were some great games, Fonzie. Some really interesting strategies, nukes and all that. What did you think?
Yeah, I think they're really good. They definitely had a mixed bag. They're all quite one-sided, but that's good to see actually, because that shows a team that works well together. So
yeah,
it's not like a longer match. It shows that they're more even, I guess. But no, it's really, thank you very much, and it's been really, really enjoyable.
Yeah, thanks for casting with me, man, and thank you guys for watching. And I will see everyone in the next cast.